Hello everyone. So today we are discussing one of the most important event in recent South Korean history. That's the attempted coup by President Yoon Suk Yeol. Okay, so the date to 2024 December 3rd will be remembered or etched in South Korea's memory as a day that brought its democracy to the brink of collapse. So what caused this emergency and why did it end so suddenly? And most importantly, how will these events impact India and the global economy? So these are the three questions that we are going to address in this particular session. So see, South Korea's President Yoon Suk Yeol declared martial law, accusing opposition parties of being influenced by North Korea. So martial law actually brought the military to the streets and temporarily shut down the civil governance. Now, Parliament was under siege with military officials occupying the key government buildings and positions. However, if you see, resistance came swiftly as members of Parliament rejected the martial law proposal and even breaking windows to access the Parliament building. So the coup started to crumble when the military officials themselves began to doubt the president's action in this case, and that eventually led to the emergency being called off end of the day. So if you look at the ongoing political tension, see, though martial law has ended, still South Korea remains politically very fragile. The president who attempted to dismantle democracy is still in power, and discussions about his impeachment are again on the way, and the tensions are very high. So that's quite obvious, and protesters are demanding his resignation, and his cabinet members have also offered to resign by admitting their mistakes. So even the United States and China have issued advisories to their citizens in South Korea, asking them or urging caution due to the unstable political environment in South Korea. Let's look at the troubled democratic history in South Korea. See, the South Korea's history is not that great, and it has been with a lot of political instability. Past presidents also have faced impeachment, military coups, and even assassination. For instance, if you see Park Geun-hye, the president from 2013 to 2016, was impeached and sentenced to 24 years in prison for corruption. Such instances have left South Korea's democracy fragile, and this legacy, combined with the recent coup attempt, raises significant concern about the country's political future. Let's look at the global implication. See, the failed coup attempt has shaken South Korea's economy for sure, and the stock market witnessed volatility, and the South Korean, experienced a very sharp decline also. So international investors are now very skeptical on South Korea, with many viewing South Korea as a risky investment destination. And with political uncertainty and an aging population, South Korea's long-term economic stability is under severe question. Now, if you see this, India have a huge opportunity here as an emerging investment hub. So the turbulence in South Korea or the concerns related to South Korea opens new opportunities for India. And if you see, the global investors are seeking stable economies, and India is emerging as a potential safe haven for those investors. As South Korea grapples with its challenges, large scale investment could shift towards India, Vietnam, and other emerging markets. Experts from the US and Europe already foresee India benefiting from this redirection of fund from the investors. So India also have that democratic advantage. Just before I told you the aging population in South Korea, but India have that democratic advantage and demographic advantage also. So if you look at the Indian democracy first, demography, I'll come back. So democracy, there are flaws, of course, but despite its flaws, have consistently proven that the resilience. So the global indices sometimes rank India below less stable nations. You may see India below Sri Lanka, even Pakistan also sometimes, even below Afghanistan also sometimes in some indices. But events like this actually highlight the strength of India's institutions and the strength of the institutions. So, for instance, if you see, unlike South Korea, India has a robust track record of peaceful political transitions and a functioning democratic mechanism, even during any challenging times. So, now, South Korea's path to, the road to recovery will be very much challenging. The political system's credibility has been severely impacted and lost, in fact, and the international confidence is completely shaken. So, to regain its stability, South Korea need to address its internal issues, including the leadership changes. It have to restore the public trust and ensuring that its democratic foundations are strong and strengthened. Until these steps are taken, the nation will remain vulnerable to further crisis. So, guys, the South Korean crisis, if you see, it serves as a stark reminder of how fragile democracies can become, even the developed countries, right? Even in developed countries, how democracies, can collapse and how fragile it is. So for India, it is an opportunity to solidify its position as a reliable global economic and political player as we watch how the story unfolds in future. But one thing is very clear: the events in South Korea will have a ripple effect across Asia and the world. So that's about this session, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And in case if you're looking for any mentorship program for civil services or the courses, the sociology interview, the link is there in the description. You can consider joining that. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.